going on, guys? Alright, finally making it to the junkyard after a couple parts. But junkyard's definitely an awesome resource anytime you guys are looking for different stuff. So I like to go to Pick and Pull, but I don't live close to Pick and Pull. But as you can see, my local junkyard has a ton of stuff. So let's look around and see what we can find. I found that clip that I needed, but this is going to be a good example on why it's always going to be a good idea to check similar vehicles, because the clip that I need is right there, but this is a early 90s Ford with the 4-liter V6. So definitely not the 2.9 liter V6 like I have, but it's going to have the same clip. So make sure that you guys keep your minds open and you know, look around and see what you can find, even if it's not on the exact vehicle you have. Okay guys, this is the same Ford Explorer that I just pulled that clip off of, and I just measured the leaf spring on this, and it would definitely work for the rear of the Bronco 2. The only difference is this axle is a spring under, my axle is a spring over. What that would mean for me taking the leaf springs out of here is I would probably have to grind the centering stud that's on the leaf pack and somehow make one on the bottom for mine, or use a bolt or something. But this leaf pack would work, and it's a lot heavier dutier, so it's got a higher spring rate, but it should keep me at a pretty similar ride height to what I'm currently at. Just a little bit stiffer, so it'll keep us from bottoming out, etc. So walking around here at the parts yard, I found, I believe it's a 1990 F150. Oh, sorry, F250. But what I was looking at is the radius arm right here. I just measured this, and it's about 6 inches longer than the one that I currently have. So this would definitely be an option for you know, stealing this part and putting it on the Bronco 2 for an extended radius arm. I would definitely still have to figure out some mounting points in the rear on the Bronco 2, but as you can see, it's the same style mount. It's just a little bit longer. Mine would end kind of right there in the center of that cutout, so it's that much longer. And another neat thing is it's got a shock mount on the radius arm already, so I could probably even steal these spring buckets and utilize those as well to get a little bit more travel, because if memory serves, my spring mount ends probably right level with the frame. So if I could use something like this, I would get a few extra inches of spring, and that would obviously help with travel. Next thing I found on the junkyard excursion, look at that. This is a 7.3 liter Ford diesel, but I've heard of people using the turbos and stuff off of these to turbocharge all kinds of different stuff. That would definitely be an interesting project.
Alrighty guys, I'm not sure what happened here in the next couple of clips, but the audio quality was horrible. So I'm just going to do a quick voiceover. Basically what I'm going to do is just replace that zip tie you just saw me cut off. I will put that clip right there on so everything is functioning proper, and we're not going to have an issue with it, you know, when we go out four-wheeling and stuff. So okay, so I'm just going to get everything put back together before we move on to the next project. Okay guys, the next project that I'm going to do is get this hole I found right before the catalytic converter all welded up. I'm not sure why it's there. It looks like it's a completely drilled hole. It doesn't look rusted out or anything like that. If any of you guys know why somebody might drill a hole right in front of the catalytic converter, maybe it's for a smog reason, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and weld it up, get rid of it. I'm pretty sure that it's part of my exhaust tick that I've got going on, and I just don't like it, so. Alrighty guys, here's the hole all welded up. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's going to hold. And no more exhaust leak, at least not right there. Alrighty guys, one last thing I wanted to do today before we go out four-wheeling is take these U-joint caps, or sorry, these U-joint brackets basically, and I think I'm going to end up welding them onto the floor here. There is no hooks in the back of the Bronco too, so I just want something to be able to strap my things down to. I don't want to have an accident or hit a big bump or something and have stuff come flying forwards and hit, you know, me in the back of the head or something like that. I've seen people get really badly hurt from that. I've heard of people passing away from that, so I definitely want to do something to prevent that possibility. Alrighty guys, I'm going to be doing another voiceover. Unfortunately, the camera is just not going to have the audio quality that I wanted. That's okay though. As you can see, my welds are terrible. They are burnt in there pretty good. They're not going to come off or anything like that. But, you know, if you guys are new to welding like I am, don't give up on it. They are going to get better. Just, it sucks in the beginning when you can't make that perfect weld like you'd like to. But these are going to hold just fine. And like I said, they'll get better in the future. So bear with me. Alrighty guys, we got everything done on the Bronco that we wanted to get done, so me and my buddy Kirk decided we would go hit some trails. Of course, we got the clip on the throttle linkage, we've got that hole in front of the catalytic converters welded up, and we welded up some hooks, so when we're hitting these trails, the things in the back of the truck are secured. They're not going to be flying around, breaking windows, breaking necks, stuff like that. I was hoping to get some slow motion footage in of the suspension cycling at different speeds over some bumps and stuff like that, just so we can get an idea of what's going on with it, where we need to start and stuff like that, but it didn't happen. In a few minutes here, you're going to see me hit a mud hole I probably shouldn't have and get stuck, of course, but definitely always a good reason to go at least with one other person, so when you do something silly like that, there's going to be somebody there to help you out. So of course I had the camera turned off and basically decided that I was going to go through this mud hole. Totally forgot that the hubs weren't even locked in. So I have just gotten back in the truck after locking the hubs, and as you can see, I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck as I can be. Fortunately, I've got Kirk here with me who's going to pull me out. And this is definitely not the first time Kirk has pulled me out. He's got that winch on the front of his Jeep, and it's got to be just the most handy thing ever. So we end up using it every single time we go out, it seems like. Mainly just because I get that confidence of having a winch in the group and figure, what's the harm in trying? It's just another situation that we got to problem solve to get out of. Alright guys, if you're still with me, I appreciate you watching a lot. If you've got any tips, suggestions, whether it be about the truck, the video, editing, music, etc., please leave it down below in the comments. Like the video, and I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, thanks.